Now here's a set I've been doing some work on. I got it in very good condition initially, and I've made a number of changes to it, especially underneath a couple of the plates here. I had to do a lot of basically wire jumping and soldering to get these lines working as good as I could anyway. I also replaced the old incandescent lights with these individually blinking LEDs, which caused a bit of a problem because when you'd start the cars up, they'd stop blinking. They'd stay on. They just wouldn't blink. The noise from the car motors was affecting the power coming out, and it was causing the tiny little circuits, the blinker circuits in those LEDs, to go haywire basically. So I added a little cap filter here. There's a electrolytic and a ceramic cap in parallel here to each other, and then soldered over the positive and minus and negative terminals on the power supply, which allows those blinking LEDs to continue working. So it's working pretty good, but it's really tough to control with these old controllers that I have, these James Bond 007 controllers from 1965, this set is, and they're really tough to control, but I'll show you how it works. So the one we're going to operate is the blue DB5 there, and boy, it's tough on some of the turns, let me tell you. And there we go, already off the rails. Already off the rails. Yeah, not having a lot of luck here. It's really tough to control this. The cars are running great. It's really the controller that makes it so difficult to control. And so I've actually ordered some new controllers that I'm going to try out with this and see if they improve the control, because we really need to be able to run slower. And this is the tough lane, by the way, in the track. The other lane that we have the red Mustang in is actually an easier lane to control overall. Yeah, making a liar of myself here. That's doing a little bit. Let's keep it up off the track again. Anyway, let's these controllers that I'm using here, they measure in at about 55 ohms. So we're going to try some different types of controllers once they come in. I've ordered a couple of different types, and we'll see, how that goes with the different controls, and see if we can get a little bit better control out of this thing. Another thing I did was these were originally hardwired right in under this plate here, where you couldn't remove them. So I've added some plugs here so you can unplug these things, and makes it a little more convenient that way. And we'll see. I did a bunch of other repairs as well. I also ordered some extra trees. These are pretty easy to come by, actually. These trees from the old sets that came from A.C. Gilbert originally. And so this is where we're at right now with this set, and we're going to see if we can get it working even better. I did also a bunch of work cleaning these rails. Also, it's really tough sometimes when you get these rails, especially where the tabs come out and they're bent up really bad and stuff. And so I actually did a bunch of work getting those straightened out and flattened out much better so that the cars are not hitting those and bouncing right off the track set. They were doing that initially, and it was really painful to see the cars flying off the track like that. Another thing I've done is I've added a few extra signs, and I've moved the signs. So the signs originally were just kind of plugging into these little joiners here, and they're too close to the road, and the cars would hit them and knock them off, or the car would get knocked off the track. So I've moved a lot of these signs. Same thing with the little oil barrel that's supposed to be spilled over here. The oil spill, I actually added a little screw actually on the bottom of that so that it stays put. It doesn't get thrown around as the cars are coming around that corner, and various other things that we did. We added a guardrail down at that end, and some shims under this U-curve here to lift it up and flatten it out a bit, make it a little more even so the cars don't jump when they hit that bump. And that's where we're at right now. But we're going to keep working on it, and then we'll do an updated video as we see improvements over time. Alrighty.